No, I'm busy tonight, actually.
Well, good Wednesday morning. Wednesday, August 10th. Welcome to the Jerry Hot Pants Club podcast. Brought to you today by E-Hair Duty Bro Honey Nut Frosted Flakes. Real honey, real frosted flakes. The picture will be amended. Also, a brand new version of Off Dolphin Repellent brought to you by Youssef. Spray it on your balls and you won't get hurt.
Motherfuckers.
Today is Wednesday, August 10th. That brings us to the National Day calendar. It is National Orange Awareness Day.
All right.
Agent Orange Awareness Day. My bad. Guys, I'm working on 45 minutes of sleep here, so you're going to have to bear with me today. It is also National Connecticut Day. Fuck Connecticut. It is also National Lazy Day. I'm going to sleep fucking everywhere. National Shapewear Day. What the fuck is shapewear?
Yoga pants.
Ooh. Do they have any that would make my junk?
No, sir. No, sir. No fixing that.
National S'mores Day. Between the three of us, we would be a reverse s'more if Youssef was in the middle.
I like s'mores. I don't like the chocolate. It's too much chocolate.
I've never liked s'mores.
Yeah, the chocolate's too thick. They need like a thin
yeah.
layer of chocolate.
Like thinner chocolate. The marshmallow and the graham crackers are good, though.
Yeah.
That was my nickname in high school, graham cracker.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like s'mores with a Reese's in it.
What?
That sounds
That's a
good.
thing?
I've seen people
Why have
do
I
that.
never thought of that?
Why is the guy who's most in shape in here the fucking real fat kid at heart, right?
Because usually these motherfuckers like him are pieces of shit with their stomachs. It's just, it's their guilty pleasure that they can never come to.
Man. So we're back here against my free will. I've been brought here at gunpoint to talk about the insufferable, the doucherello, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, top G, baby! Pete really hates Andrew Tate.
I really do. And I really fucking want to just slap the shit out of Youssef because he's
We had to
easy
lock the doors to get him to do this.
This is bad. Like, we're a whore for the craft here, I guess. But we're going to discuss, we're going to watch this short video to start with. It's called Andrew Tate Destroys Feminists. Heated argument. So, whenever we're done slamming our creatine caffeine.
Sounds like there's a lot of heated arguments around Andrew Tate right now.
I get heated.
He just says whatever he wants to all the time and doesn't.
I'm going to heat the butthole. Go ahead.
He stays on the same track of, same thought patterns, though, it seems to be. And we were just watching a longer form version because there's so many just clips of the guy that you don't ever get to hear his whole, long form, like in between the clips, like what he's saying and shit. He sounded reasonable when I was listening to him talk earlier. So I don't know. Let's go with these clips here. Let's see what happens.
All right, you're also known. You said it appears wildly sexist stuff. Are you anti-woman?
I love women. In fact, interesting statistic: 100% of the people I've ever had sex with were women. So I love women. I have nothing against women at all. I'm not sexist in any regard. I'm not misogynist either. I'm a realist. Like, I'm a realistic person. As a realist, in the modern world, they're going to call you sexist, misogynist, etc. But I'm none of those things. I am just.
Why do they call you that? Why do they call you that?
Because I say.
What do you think it is that you say that makes people think you're like sexist?
Who is that?
Because I say the truth.
Somebody from another podcast or screen,
women can't fight.
Twitch maybe.
Men are stronger.
Butt fucker.
Like more true things. I think another thing I said is and maybe I'll have some ladies on the podcast. I hope not, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
Probably will.
I said if I were to get on a plane and that plane was to fly into the eye of a hurricane, there was a 50% chance of it crashing. I'd want a male pilot because I think that males are better under stress and under pressure. I think they're less likely to get emotional in a life or death situation. That's why they make better soldiers. That doesn't mean that doesn't make me misogynist. That doesn't make me sexist. That's just true. Women are better at other things than men. And I'll sit here and say women are better at X. But I will say that men are better at Y. I'm not going to sit and pretend that we're all the same. We're not. Under pressure, when your life is on the line, anyone Anyone who's honest would want a male pilot in said situation. You would not want a female pilot.
So I disagree with that. I think that's a person by person, but I agree with.
Okay. What do you got?
So fighting and being a pilot are probably two different things,
Absolutely.
right?
In regards to the pilot, he's just saying under pressure, men are more collected and they don't let emotions cloud their judgment versus women.
I don't know about that.
I mean, women are more emotional than men, but I think it was a bad example. I think it was a terrible example.
There are instances where women will be a little more composed, I would think. And I think about being an airline pilot, right? Like, you don't get to fly an airplane full of other people if you suck at it.
Yeah, I have a hard time making blanket statements about anyone or anything. But I mean, when it comes to the average man versus the average woman in a fight, I think the man's going to win probably 90% of the time. You just throw out
Gonna
some
knock the
random
pussy
dude or
juicy out
some
the
random
bitch.
Girl.
I'll be quiet.
You're,
For the two things I said.
you know what? Like, normally, it's him, right? That I'm just like, fuck, man. But today it's you. Like, I'm going to fucking slash your tires when I leave here.
Please don't.
Then cut the shit. I mean, oh God, yeah, I can see that. I can get behind what Chris says. God, that hurts. But, I don't know.
I always talk about the big difference between men and women is
He pisses me off.
is mostly to do with like physical strength. Like if I just grab a random dude that I know, say I'm redoing a roof on a house, right? If I just grab a random dude, let's pretend that your leg isn't screwed up, right? If I just, and you're on 45 minutes of sleep, say you're hungover and you smoke cigarettes all day, right? But you can carry 70 pounds of shingles up a ladder and throw it on the roof, right? A woman, the average woman, that would be like exerting all that person's energy to do that one time. But you can have a hungover dude that hasn't eaten in 12 hours and smoking cigarettes and is in terrible health, and the average dude can carry some shingles up a ladder and throw them on a roof.
Yeah, but women live longer, so
I will say this, from the last 2 years, women are more responsible and they're harder workers from what I've seen firsthand just from the last 2 years.
as far as work ethic, right?
Yeah, like
they
a lot of the guys are just fucking
because they want to get their hair in curls, right? And they want to fucking do skater boy shit or what? I don't know. Men have become pussies in this country. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, because of the school system.
And because of U of M sports. All right, push the button.
feminists.
Men are stronger than women. I don't think anyone can argue that.
If you're telling me if you were to fly into a hurricane and you had the choice between a male pilot and a female pilot, you wouldn't have zero preference at all, Dave.
Not knowing anything about either of them, they're both pro pilots. No, I wouldn't. We're not talking about dunking a basketball.
Well, I would choose a man because I know from my own personal experiences that when shit hits the fan and emotions are high and it's life or death, that the man is more likely to remain calm. And calm is what's going to keep me alive. So I would choose the man. For the same reason, I would choose women to do other things. Let me give you another example then, Dave. If gender roles aren't real and you're now...
No, I think there are gender roles are real. That particular example, though, I'm sure you can have great female pilots.
I never said you couldn't. I said I'd choose a man in that particular situation.
Fair. I don't think that's like, I don't know about...
Brie and O'Malley.
Like, that doesn't make...
Yeah, Brie O'Malley, do you think that's like... Do you
think-
call that like super sexist, or where you guys...
Well,
land?
I think it's like with what Dave said too. I think it depends on the person. Like there could be a way more
Who the fuck are
emotional
these
pilot
people?
that's a male, and then a
are we
female one that
watching?
could be more emotionally stronger.
Barstool and
Regardless,
players.
I
they
think
go
he's
through the
saying
same
go-
training.
Yeah, I think he's saying you don't know anything about the pilot. You just can pick blind. You're
Yeah,
going
well,
to
obviously,
either have a
I
male or female.
disagree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a generalization because exceptions don't disprove the rule. You're
But
right.
I don't think that makes you like Satan for saying that.
No, we've also said that you could
nugget.
have multiple partners, but a female that was with you couldn't also have multiple partners.
Well, a woman could say that same thing if she decided. She could say, I can sleep with multiple men, but my men can't sleep with multiple women if she so choose. We're all free individuals, right?
Yeah, but you
A woman
don't.
could
You
say
wouldn't agree if a woman said that.
I don't think I would personally find that revolting, correct? But there are women who find what I say revolting.
So you're not telling other people what to think. You're just saying how you think.
Yeah, I mean, if I think that I think if a man is not sexually exclusive, it's not the same as if a woman is, because with a woman you have the paternity issue. With a man, you don't have a paternity issue. If I have 3 girlfriends and they all get pregnant, we know who the mother and who the father is. If you have 1 woman and 3 men, you don't know who even the parents are if she got pregnant. So it's a whole big issue, right? Science can step in and kind of fix it,
definitely
but it's a
figure
good
that out.
discussion.
DNA tests are pretty accessible nowadays.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly it. So I said science can step in and fix it, but that doesn't mean it's not haram and against the will of God. Look, read.
Haram. That's the first thing that got me listening to this guy is because he says haram.
What does haram mean?
It's just Arabic for like forbidden. And he just throws it around all the time. So that's why I was curious. I'm like, is this guy Arabic?
Yeah. Is he?
No, he just likes using that word.
So, what was his other example besides the pilot thing?
Is that you can have, he's basically saying that I can have multiple girlfriends and my girlfriends can't.
No, I thought there was another example for pressure.
There was.
And then the girls brought up the multiple partners thing. I don't remember.
I think that's the only one he stuck to was the pilot. If you're flying into a hurricane, wouldn't you rather have a man pilot versus a female pilot? For me, I'd rather have a man pilot. 100%.
So, when he's talking about, I've seen the, I don't know where the original clip is, but I've seen him talk about how a man can have multiple parts. He can have a girlfriend and then have mistresses or something like that. And then if a woman does that, if a woman had a husband and then had guys she was sleeping with on the side, that's not okay. But for him to have multiple partners, that is okay. And the clip I saw, I thought he said that the woman would get attached to the other partners and would leave the relationship that she was currently in, where he would still go back to the relationship, wouldn't leave the relationship. It would just basically be sex or
who gives a fuck? This guy is a fucking cuckold. Let me explain this to you. If you're going to allow multiple women, you can have multiple women, but they can't have other relationships, right? And if you're in this committed relationship, like he has said, they can't go out by themselves. They have to go out with me, but I can leave without them, right? Like, well, that's how I feel, whatever the fuck you'll say in rebuttal, right? His horseshit excuses. This guy is a fucking turd, and I'll explain it as simply as I can. He's a cuck. The reason that he wants to have multiple women is so that, like, hey, and he's so for men, right? That he's in the closet. He, like, wants dudes to bang his chicks, and he'll cry in the corner and beat off.
Isn't what he's saying the opposite of being a cuck?
Yeah, maybe, but I'm just going to go where I'm going. So the thing is, I'm not going to lie. I'm totally fucking uninterested in all of this. Like, just watching more of this guy makes me realize that, like, we as a society are fucking doomed. If this is the guy that people look to for advice, this is the guy that makes money, we're fucking doomed. That's all there is to it. Because this man's an idiot. He's a genius idiot. All right? He has nothing of value to say. There's nothing he says that makes me rethink my positions in life. Period. And more importantly, right off the top, if you join his Hustlers University, which is a fucking pyramid scheme, right? Right? And if you don't realize that, then you're fucking dumb.
How's it a pyramid scheme?
Because all the money goes right up to the tippity top.
Isn't it? That's not a pyramid scheme. It's just one guy. It's not what a pyramid scheme is, just to get that factual.
So as
Pyramid
much as
scheme
I
would
like
involve
Andrew
multiple
Tate, this is the
levels,
one
like a
part where
pyramid.
I disagree with him on the multiple partners thing. That's just the most illogical thing I've ever heard him say. I stand behind a lot of the things he says, but that part right there is the one part that I just can't get with. You can't just be willy-nilly for... There has to be a reason why you need multiple partners, but sex is not one.
To placate his ego.
Yeah, and that's what
That's
it is.
it.
I believe it's a marketing strategy. It's
Well, that too.
I'm the Hugh
That-
Hefner of men.
I don't think he could handle... I
You
don't
know?
think a guy like that could handle multiple relationships.
He just has like
concurrently.
girlfriends.
He just
or
has
partners,
He just has
however
chicks
they're
he
called.
sleeps with.
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
He
but this
has.
guy,
I guess he does have one girlfriend, but and the rest are just like his playthings.
I mean,
I got a couple playthings for him right here. Andrew Tate, come suck my fucking balls. I will meet you at the Bay County Flea Market. There. I didn't give him my address.
Has anyone ever seen a woman that's cheating that's not like on her way out of a relationship going into a new one? Like I've never seen a woman cheat and she wasn't leaving that guy she was cheating on and trying to go into a new relationship with like these women who have never been single since they were like in middle school.
Oh my God.
I know a lot of them, right? And
Yeah.
they're never single. They're always cheating and they're always going into a
the next
new relationship while they're leaving the old one, and that's what they do.
Yeah, but
And I mean, I know lots of guys who
Men do
been
the
in a
same
relationship, be in a relationship, and just go sleep with a girl, but go back to their woman.
I know guys that do the same thing.
I mean, I know guys who have left a relationship. Yeah, but
It's not
typically, if they're staying in the relationship and just sleeping with, it's just sex. But I don't know. I mean,
that's all
I don't
bad,
see,
like
but
that.
there's so much of that, right? Like, remember AshleyMadison.com, right? Like, you could get on there and cheat. That was the whole point of that fucking website.
Sounds familiar. I'm like,
Okay, so what I'm
that's
getting
the internet in general, bro.
yeah, you're right. So, like, the point I'm getting at is that these, what is it? Monogamous relationships, okay?
Mononucleosis.
So, I don't believe in
Polygamy.
I don't believe in polygamy, but I don't believe in monogamy either. I believe in over your lifetime, you will take many partners, just not concurrently, but consecutively.
What if you make a commitment to one?
Right? See, I already did that, and look where I'm at now.
That didn't work out.
No,
Well-
and that's because I honestly think over time your tastes change. In cohabitation, there are some people who luck out and marry the loves of their lives, and I cannot deny that because you see people who are married for long periods of time. One dies, the other one's like right behind them, and if it was once or twice throughout all of human history, it would never be talked about. But that happens quite a bit.
Yeah,
so
we talked
I
to
get
Stephanie about that, or did we talk to Ben about that?
Oh, we talked to both.
Oh, yeah.
So like it is a thing, but I think for
I believe
both
that
sexes, men and women, a big part of getting into a relationship really is the thrill of the chase. It's the thrill of the hunt. They see this person, they go after them, and they get them, and then they got them. They don't know what to fucking do with them, so they stay in this like.
I know what to do.
Yeah, of course you do. But they stay in this like weird area of limbo for a little while, and then one of them fucking cheats.
That's haram.
That is not exclusive to male, female. That is everybody. That is everybody.
Yeah, but women can cheat way easier than guys can.
Well, yeah.
Women can go out and sleep with probably over half of the guys they see that are single on a daily basis if they wanted to.
Because God created women to be beautiful, and look at us. Like when there was a comedian once said, like,
Peter, you are beautiful. Stop selling yourself short.
okay, I can't handle your condescending shit this morning.
I'd give money for you.
Meat.
We gotta do something about that hair, please.
No. You know what? I'm gonna change colors this week. Actually, you know what? Fuck you. I'm leaving here and changing colors. It's gonna be fucking purple. What do you think about that? Yeah.
Join your woke mob. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Blonde is
fucking
better.
surly cunt. I'm going to tell you right now, you spend more time trying to wake people up than anybody I've ever met in my... Red pills. Oh. Brought to you by Creatine Craves Red Pill Creatine. Anyway, so...
Brought to you by Red Pills. Sudafed.
That'll wake you the fuck up. So, where were we going? Anyway,
wait,
you're going to deal with my fucking purple hair. You fucking porpoise. Anyway.
I want to talk about... I don't like... who was it? What comedian said that they thought marriage was funny because I love you so much, I'm going to get the government involved to make sure you can't leave. I forget who. It was like Jim Brewer or somebody. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I think that the institution of marriage is... divorce rates have like tripled or something in the last
They don't want
few
households
decades.
to stay together.
Yeah, we've talked about that, but
Yeah.
I think it's too easy to get in. Like, you can literally be like, let's get married and go to, like the Whitechapel in the drive-through chapel in
Yeah,
Vegas, right?
yeah.
You can just go get married. You know what I'm saying? But to get
Stupid.
divorced is a bitch,
Oh.
right? I think there's like you can get like it's a lot
It's like trying
harder.
to cancel
Right?
a subscription. They're just like, well,
Somebody just walked out of their marriage. Some groom walked out at the altar because she went sign the prenup just this week.
Whoa.
Good for him.
Ex basketball player. She was supposed to sign this prenup and he walked away. But I just think I don't like marriage as an institution because it's too easy to get. Like if you want to go take vows in front of God and your family and commit yourself to each other and do this whole thing together, that's great. But marriage as the government contract, I don't like. I think that we should have some and this is America. I think you should get into some kind of legal business, some kind of partnership, some trust, some kind of LLC. You should put everything in the name in each other in that name, like the house, the cars, the bills. You should have separate bank accounts, and then if you guys decide to divorce, everything that's in the trust gets like liquidated, like it just goes away. Or you have something. It shouldn't be that the government now has to come in and decide who gets what. She gets half. All this shit. Like there should be separate bank accounts and then a community bank account for the.
I'd say just skip all that shit and just not get married.
You can do that.
I lucked out. I lucked out because I was such a miserable piece of shit that my wife paid for the divorce and just said, "Get the fuck out of here." You know what I mean? And that's. Hey, look, it cost me a lot more than just that, you know, as far as like my soul, but you know, we'll bear that on the Dr. Phil episode. What I'm getting at, what you got?
Well,
You're
now
steaming.
they have something that's common in marriages now is separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
Separate bedrooms, even separate houses.
no, listen.
But separate bedrooms is getting to be more and more. I just read something about it, and I had a girlfriend 12 years ago tell me about it, and I always thought, you know, it's kind of a good idea. Have separate bedrooms, and then you still got your kind of privacy, but you guys can obviously, you know, I'm gonna come over to your house or come over to your room tonight, you know, whatever.
I mean, I think the big thing of why we're such a fucking interactive culture with one another, right? So, how many times have you like gone out with the boys, okay, and you go to a spot where there's girls at, and all of a sudden your phone lights up? What are you doing there with all them hoes, right? It's the same with the dudes. It is the absolute same with the dudes. The girl's phone lights up like, man, what you doing around all them dudes? You know? It's the same thing. We're a jealous culture, which is why I just skip all that shit. I'm not anti-marriage, but I'm not fucking for marriage. I'm very anti-Andrew Tate, and as of today, I'm kind of becoming very anti-Yusuf. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to hang out with girls.
No. Time out.
Yes.
Seriously, you chat my fucking ass today, bub. I love you. I absolutely love you. But like
every relationship has its highs and lows.
He's the one I'm usually mad at before I walk in the door. Like, fucking God grant me the serenity to deal with Chris Craves and his fucking horse shit today.
That's why, because he will make you mad in regards to politics, but I will always make people mad in regards to man and woman, of which that's where I think the Andrew Tate thing is the biggest.
No. I've already accepted that you're kind of you in regards to that. There's like I figured that out a while ago.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you kind of greasy, bro. Like
that restaurant's kind of greasy.
Yeah. You should have seen him the other day. We rolled through there to get something to eat, and I get up to the window to pay, and all I hear is, ah! He stops dead in his tracks. He shows up, he's got mayonnaise all over his lower portion.
Tartar sauce, bro, exploded all over me as I'm getting ready to go up to the window to talk to Pete, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
Sauce.
Do you know the difference between mayonnaise and tartar sauce? Because you keep saying that sandwich has tartar sauce, and it doesn't.
I swear it does. We make our... Never mind.
Relish? Is there relish in the mayo?
In the tartar sauce? Yes.
That's tartar sauce.
Dude, Yusuf, it doesn't have tartar sauce.
Is it sweet relish or is it dill relish? It's sweet?
I believe it's sweet. It's either sweet or dill.
Because dill relish in the mayo sucks.
That's what's on the Mr. Sandwich is tartar sauce.
Yeah. And we make an amazing tartar sauce there. I make that tartar sauce myself with my sweat and tears. Brought to you by Yusuf Tartar Sauce. It's a good tartar sauce.
It doesn't. It tastes like mayonnaise.
If we had a fish sandwich, it would go amazing with the fish sandwich.
You have tartar sauce, but no fish.
Yeah. What the
fuck? The Swiss Mister. That's it. Bro, you see, because you need a good fish, bro. Everybody's out here selling bad fish, and I don't want to be associated with bad fish. Like, look, the fish that you made is delicious, but
that's a thick
Dude, what is
salmon.
this fish you two keep talking about? Why have I not gotten any?
You walked in, you just woke up. I gave you a Rice Krispie treat.
They wanted some fish.
They got
you got the hand-me-downs.
dude. I got a fish sandwich from Rally's once, and like it's just if you peel it apart, there's no fish in it.
It's trash.
It's like just breading, and there's like just like
Maybe a
white
worm.
stuff kind of like scribbled on the inside. It's weird. It's not a
There's
fillet of
maybe
fish.
a worm in there.
Why is that piece of cheese on the fillet of fish, man? Who put that piece of cheese on the fillet of fish? You put cheese on a fish sandwich?
We're a cheese culture. Cheese on everything.
And that piece of cheese is never centered. It's off to one side.
Kind of outside the bun a little
Yep.
bit.
And when you take a bite of that fucker, all the tartar sauce shoots out the other side. One
Under
corner
your
of the
jaws.
fucking fillet falls off, and you have this lump of shit in your hand.
Facts.
Fuck you, McDonald's. Brought to you by Wendy's.
Wendy's be talking shit on Twitter, don't it?
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, she dropped a diss. She dropped a diss record. There's an EP out there by somebody that they hired to be Wendy. It's like a 6-track EP. It's funny.
Do you remember Macho Man's EP?
No.
What?
Yeah, he was a rap EP, and one of the songs is Hulk Hogan is a really big punk. He doesn't cuss in it at all.
He hates Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he did. The
They had some
motherfucker went off a cliff, or how, R.I.P.
Yeah, there's
So-
an interview where he's mad. He's like out of character, but he's halfway in character because he never was really fully out of that character.
Yeah.
And
That's
like,
brought to you by cocaine.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's brought to you by Trent and cocaine.
That shit mixed together has that effect?
Bro.
Yes.
There's a lot of bodybuilders that fucking
cream of the crop.
have drug problems. Rich Pena, fucking yeah.
Ooh, I like this painting. It's very descriptive. How he just fucking moves. It's like
He
what
kept producing those little things of cream. We're like,
Yeah.
cream rises to the top.
That's bad. And the Ultimate Warrior was just as bad, bro. My warriors hang from the rafters, just fucking
You know,
rip.
somebody had to start that trend back then in the 80s, and then they were just like, I want to do that. And they were
What do you
all
mean
just...
they all listen? They
Chris
were
Benoit,
jerked-
R.I.P.
The whole tragedy could have been avoided if his wife and son would have just tapped out. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. I heard that a long time ago. Terrible joke. So, maybe we should cut that. No, you're gonna leave it in anyway. Fuck you. So, steroids, cocaine, Andrew Tate.
All right, so anyway,
Logical fucking pathway there.
very logical how we fucking veered off onto the wrong turn with the fucking hillbilly boys.
But if you got like a tiny little Learjet, you can land it on Andrew Tate's giant fucking forehead.
But anyway,
fucking veiny
I'm not
piece of
going to
shit.
let, like I said, he says a lot of extreme things in regards to men and women, but...
Because that's his platform. I'm going to say stuff.
Yes,
that's
yes,
it.
yes. That's like his strategy is let me say all this extreme stuff and it'll get reactions. The way how it does with you. That's the big thing. Like we talked about a strategy of if people hate you, you're still marketing, and if people love you, you're still marketing. But it seems like hate.
Yeah, play the heel.
Yeah,
like
you know?
WWE.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
It's like working either way.
Some fucking dick flap told me to put down the donut because I don't know what I'm talking about in the comment section. Yes, come for me, please. Literally.
I hear that all the time.
I know you do. How is Kent doing, by the way?
Anyway, though, I'm not gonna let my girlfriend hang out with a bunch of guys, but it's the same for me. I'm not gonna hang out with a bunch of girls or any girls for that matter. So it's a two-way street. That's the one thing where I oppose him. I'm like, it's a two-way street.
If you're in a relationship,
But Dick does drive the vehicle.
if you're in a relationship, you need it, and there's other sexes that are friends. You both have to be friends with that person. If you have friends that I don't know about, that I've never met, that's a problem. You can't have secret friends who I don't know, right? Like we should all know each other and be like friends, like, you know what I mean? If you have, some guy friends that I don't know and you're hanging out with these people, like, well, introduce me to them.
There's no
There
hanging
should
out
be-
with any
Yeah.
guy friends, period, on my end. That's my part.
I mean, I can hang out with my friends.
I don't give
girls,
a fuck if this
like
bitch
their
has
wives.
3 eyes. I'm gonna fuck her. Like,
Dude,
period.
my friends can leave me alone with their wives and girlfriends and shit. And I'm not gonna try.
Well,
to
that's
bang
different. But also, I don't try to hang out by myself with my boys, because like in the back of your mind, you could still have that thought where you're like, you know what, this motherfucker is good looking.
Well, I always have that thought in the back
You
of my
see
mind,
what
but I'm
I'm
not
saying?
gonna.
So
I
it's
don't feel
always
like
there.
getting. I don't feel like getting in fights and getting shot. So I'm
Well,
not
that's
gonna try to
because
fuck my homie's girl.
Loyalty, because of loyalty. But that instinct is still there. So it's just
Right, but I'm getting what I want from my girl, so I don't need to.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's keep it to that. What? No. If this bitch has
No,
five,
I'm listening to all this. Like, man, that's a lot of work. How about I just like get a hold of somebody, have some sex, and then like that's it.
and keep doing that.
I
rinse,
don't need-
wash and repeat.
I'm selfish as fuck, bro. I don't know that I'll ever be ready to fucking let's do this. Let's move in together.
I want to see you have children.
Fuck no. No, fuck no.
Yeah, I want
No.
little Pete's.
No.
Little loudmouth Pete's running around.
So
telling
That's that
dirty
little
jokes.
Floyd, that's
no. And there's a reason why I don't have kids. I mean, you know what that is, right?
What?
Because I'm a
Low sperm count.
very low. I'll kick a kid in the face. I don't fucking care. Like, you come over here like with your little fucking attitude, like, like, I'm the kind of guy that like would start dating a girl that's got kids, and the kid will come over and be like, I dare to do something. I'll tell my mom. I'll kick you in the face, and I'll bury your body. I don't give a fuck. Like, kids annoy me. They fucking stink. They cost money.
They do cost money.
It costs.
fucking hey, they cost money.
Yeah, right. And you don't even have any. Look what you paying, motherfucker. So that's my point, right? Like, I don't have any money. So for all you Andrew Tate fucking ball garglers there, I'm sorry, sack suckers. Yeah, I don't have money, so I can't compare to Tate, right? No. You know why I can compare to Tate? Because I didn't need a dick extension like he does. I still have my hair, unlike him. Also,
Red
and
hair.
lastly, yeah, right. I can do whatever I want to my hair because I
Dyed
still
that with
fucking
Duty
have it.
Bro.
What?
You dyed that with the duty, bro?
Yes, I got Duty Bro just for men, red hair dye. And yes, ladies, the carpets match the curtains.
Drapes. Hey,
Whatever.
Did Yusuf tell you he's a member of Hustlers University?
I am.
How much did your dumb ass pay for that?
You pay $49 or $50 for it
A month.
a month. Yes.
How about you give me $20 a month and I kick you in the fucking balls and it's going to be the same result? You're going to get the same out of life.
How do you
that
get...
old fucking scrotical McTexicles there is going to fucking give you? Fuck that guy. Give me the fucking money. Give me the money.
What will you teach
Give
me?
me the money, and I will fucking teach you how to live a better life. You fucking sorry little ingrate. What the fuck is the matter with you? You pay that sack of shit money? Let me guess, you got to start a social media page for that little fucking butt fucker. God damn it. 45 minutes of sleep and a Rice Krispie treat? This is what I had to fucking come here and deal with?
You should have given him some fish.
He can have
No fucking fish!
I got some good smoked salmon in there for after
I
this.
got to smoke salmon, and it's going to go right up your fucking butthole. You have fucked up for the last time. Paid intern, my ass. You aren't getting a fucking penny out of us. When that good Jerry money comes in, guess what?
Blocked.
No, not blocked. We will take you and get a fillet of fish from McDonald's.
They're like $5 almost, man.
I know.
And
but
they're trash.
They are absolute trash. But yet, you want to talk shit about a sandwich, you don't have any at your work.
Like I said,
Where's the fish, bro?
you got to have a good fish. Otherwise, you're just trash like these other guys.
So go get a good fish.
There's actually fish in the fillet of fish. Like when you bite into it, you actually see some white.
Yeah.
The rallies,
Not a lot.
it was just breading and breading.
That's like really overcooked and crunchy.
Bro, it made me sick.
I think that whatchamacallit has the best fish, Long John Silver's, but
What else
even
is there?
theirs,
Yeah.
yeah.
What else is there?
Nothing.
I don't know. Oh,
Culver's.
there's Culver's.
Culver's.
But I don't like it. It's-
But Long John Silver's famously has like the most calories per meal.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible for you.
It's
Yes.
the breading. It's the fuck. There's so
Breading.
much cholesterol in it too.
And everything's like deep fried, including like the soda. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Deep fried.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew tastes like hush puppies, bro. Pat, my friend Pat was the one that brought that up to me years ago. I was like, we're gonna go to Long John's and get something to eat, And Pat was always an abstainer. Like, we would smoke a fucking ton of weed, and he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, oh, we're going to go to Long John's. He's like, I'm out. I'm like, why is that? Everything tastes like hush puppies, even the Mountain Dew. I'm like, motherfucker. So now I'm stoned out of my mind, and I go there, and I get a Mountain Dew. I'm like, God damn cocksucker. It tastes like fucking hush puppies.
It's like, because the hush puppies have onions in them, right?
Yeah.
You get a little onion.
What
And
are you doing?
Well, if you get like a bag of bagels, like everything will taste like onion if you have onion bagels in that fucking bag, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It like overpowers everything.
My dad made, I think he was trying to make chop suey yesterday.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
I do too, except for the water chestnuts, which I think are stupid. But like I think he was starting it and he didn't have all the right stuff because I was like, ooh, chop suey, you know? And I get home and it's just like stew meat and fucking boiled potatoes in a fucking pot. But all I can smell, when you cook in that house, whatever you cook, you will smell for a month.
Yeah.
And it smells like fucking onion in there. Actually, it smells like fat person BO in there right now. And it's not me.
Onion.
It's not me. God damn it, Christopher.
I know what
It's
you
not.
mean, onion.
Yes, onion and like badussi and just like,
That sweet badussi smell.
it's probably what underneath your fucking toenails smell like.
Pheromones. Those are mating
I'm still
pheromones.
mad at you. I'm still like,
I have that effect.
yeah, you fucking. God damn it, dude. 45 minutes. Rice Krispie treat. 16-ounce Red Bull. And a call back to a simpler time in life where I didn't have to fucking deal with you two.
Like the
You
Winter
know what,
Soldier.
Chris? I love you. You're a handsome man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have nice shoulders.
I have wide shoulders, yes. Thank you. This one's a little injured right now, and I'm taking some time off of the gym for it this week. I took last week off, too.
For all you Chris Craves biographers out there, like, you better take that down.
Yeah, I usually do something, just at least go get warmed up, but it's been I tweaked it at that softball tournament, and I can't do anything. Can't push, I can't pull. It needs rest.
Let's bring up the tail end of this fucking
All right.
Wrap it up.
Hopadookie
Wrap it up
video.
like that dick.
We haven't watched this, too, so this is
Yeah.
like we have no idea how it's going to finish out. Or is it going to play?
You fix it, but that doesn't mean it's not haram and against the will of God. Look, read the Bible. Every single man had multiple wives. Not a single woman had multiple husbands. It's against the will of God. It's disgusting. In the eyes of
again,
God himself.
That would assume that if you're going in this multi-universe where everybody's reading the Bible, which is there's different religions all across the globe, reading different things, believe in different things.
Thank you, whoever you
Interesting.
are.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what my point is, if we talk about tradition, we talk about. I'm not even talking about myself here. This is not about my personal life. We're talking traditional. Traditionally, every single man in history had multiple wives, and there was not a single woman who was celebrated for having multiple husbands. Female promiscuity has always been disgusting and frowned upon. In every single book ever written, ever, in all of history, in all cultures ever, women were supposed to be virgins. Women sleeping with lots and lots and lots of men has never been celebrated, ever. Besides, in the last 40 years in the West, in a degrading society. Well, yeah, okay, cool. But if you're going to look at it traditionally, women were not supposed to act that way. And I don't think women want to act that way anyway. I don't think women intrinsically want to fuck a bunch of people.
I don't think you
I
know
don't-
what
I
women
don't think
want.
You love dick.
Well, the women
bro.
I
Shut
know
up.
don't want to. When I meet a woman, she doesn't say, I can't wait to
I'm
get out
holding
there
the
and sleep
cigar
with a
like
bunch
I
of
like
dudes.
dick.
Maybe there are some. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe don't want
there's
to.
definitely like cleat chasers who fucking love that.
Oh yeah, there's got to be some girls out there that are just,
Lots,
like, all about
lots.
it.
Girls like
Yeah.
sex as much as guys. There's no doubt about that.
Come on,
one.
they watch porn. Guys watch porn. Everyone's horny.
That was it. That was it.
Boy, that guy is just a fucking turd.
Well, he was talking about in the Bible. There's always guys that got all these wives and then concubines.
There was a reason behind
Not
having
doing
multiple.
this.
You can't just willy-nilly have multiple partners.
Isn't that your thing?
That I have yet to meet one Muslim that has more than one wife. Can't imagine dealing with more
What about
than
overseas?
one. None.
Really?
None, bro. Nobody. It's just the reason why you did it was to be a good human being, all right? Because back in the day, if women didn't get married, they were considered public property. So basically, the fathers seeked out good men, good families to house their daughters. You know, so it's like you seeked out a good family, a good man, and basically your daughter would be protected from the elements, which is whatever it may be during those times. Okay. Of which now you have to, like, there has to be a reason, and both parties have to agree. Like, let's say your wife is about to die, and, you know, it's like, okay, well, I still want you to be happy, so you need to go get another partner. Or let's say your wife can't have kids, so then she agrees to, like, okay, well, you need to get another partner. But there has to be a solid reason. You can't just go out and be like, yeah, I'm going to get another wife and torture your first one. Like, no. It doesn't work like that. That's why they make it seem like it. Like, oh, you can have all these wives. And, like, I'm like, who the fuck wants more than one?
Well, in traditional Christianity, there's a hierarchy, and it's God over Jesus, Jesus over man, man over woman, woman over children. And the woman's role over children is not really in existence anymore because women go out and work so much, and your kids just go to daycare at school and shit.
And then over here, the guy that doesn't believe in any of that stuff, there is just people living their lives. I don't believe that taking multiple partners is a wise fucking idea for anybody, so be it man or woman. And I think it's very, it defeats.
You gotta be a fucking stable man to have multiple partners.
Well, look at it from the perspective of a woman, too. I mean, you know why they could accomplish it? Because they're smarter than we are. I see the gears turning. I dare you to fucking debate that with me right now.
Are you saying that women are smarter than men?
Yes.
They're all smarter than Pete, but...
Yeah. I would like... I would... I guess let me just...
Let me see. No, let me see.
No,
let me see.
don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I just want to see how bad your knuckles are injured from dragging them up the fucking stairs.
Don't hurt me.
Look at that. Mouth breather. Anyway, so...
Dude, we
just, like
finished
you said,
Stranger Things yesterday, and I'm devastated. I don't have anything to watch now.
For me, it's just females are just always just way too emotional on things. But, like, I understand that you can't just completely be logical and ignore emotions, but...
There's studies that say
females just do a lot of dumb shit.
There's studies that say the more testosterone you have, the fairer you are. The more fair you will be in decision making.
Really?
Yes.
I'll go get my testosterone tested to see how fair I am, so that I can report it back to my lady.
Well,
be like, you see, I'm very fair.
I can see that it's easily transitioning into the misogynistic podcast, so we're going to switch gears.
Misogynistic.
No, it can.
You were choosing to be self-deprecating.
It can.
Join a suicide cult and say how women are fucking smarter than men. And there we go.
All right.
Death cult
I'm done today.
Baby. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. All right. So, Yusuf, we got like a couple minutes left. Yusuf, you had us do this Andrew Tate thing again. How do you feel about Andrew Tate? You agree with a lot he says except for the multiple partners thing?
I agree with, like I said, like 95% of everything that he says.
Yep.
Except for the part about the multiple partners. That's just that's a kink in the chain for me, and that's a flaw in his. He's such a good debater and arguer. He might as well be a lawyer. So he's just.
I really haven't seen much of the guy, and like I said, I haven't seen any long form. Like I haven't watched him talk for like half an hour or 2 hours with anybody.
He pretty much just has like conservative views, you know.
Yeah.
But there's the female part is where he just veers off a little bit.
And that's like a deal breaker? Is it such a big deal that it throws off his whole thing? Or is the media making it such a big deal that it throws off his whole argument?
No, because he just straight up, he sticks to his guns and he says what he says. Like, that's not the media. That's all him.
Yeah.
But everything else, like, there's a lot of good that comes out of his mouth that if you really want to live a good, like, there's a lot of people out here that if you listen to them, you can have a good life. You know what I'm saying? In regards to things that you can find on the internet, you know, just don't be a knucklehead. Take care of your health. Don't trust in the system, and, you know, seek out ways to like better your life and better the, you know, whoever's with you. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what he promotes. He's like, look, you got to make money. Men can't afford to be sad or depressed or any of that shit because there's too much that relies on men. But they want to turn us into skirt wearing pussies though.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like, okay.
Yeah, men have to step up. That's what they've been trying to destroy men
They just want to, I think the
the
feminist movement wants to turn
The
men.
foreign governments want to destroy American men. That's what their whole goal is.
It seems like they're doing it
Particularly
all
black men.
over the world.
Yeah.
Destroying the man, period.
Right, except in the communist countries where the men
Those motherfuckers, they're
where
still
the
doing it,
patriarchy
huh?
lives. Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are strong and working out and doing it, and we're over here wearing skirts and shit.
Yep. That's what their plan's been for a while, is to destroy the men, and particularly black men they want to destroy. That's clear. And we almost got the fight down correctly, but not quite yet. We'll get there. So, I don't know. Pete's gone. Pete checked out real bad this time.
Thanks a lot, Andrew Tate. You're killing my buddy. You're killing my buddy.
For Pete, Yusuf, and me, Chris, we're out here.
Deuces and dicks. No, I'm busy tonight, actually.